Hi guys, in this particular video we will touch very important topic. Will Ukraine win this war and when? Because 1 year of the war have already been gone and this question bothering the minds of many people. Please tell me in the comment below if you're one of them. And to answer of this question, I will ask you to join me for a walk. So let's go. And instead of answering this question for you, I will bring you evidences that will lead you to the answer yourself. If Ukrainians have any superpower to win. Our volunteers, people of the good will, people that doing miracles. You know that many of volunteers have actually two jobs. First time is the full-time job to provide for the family, and the second job is volunteering. Like my friend Irina, she has a full-time job, but her heart tells her volunteer, and she volunteering in media field. And I'm sure that our volunteers is our superpower. Second thing, our allies. Without your help, without help of your government, Ukraine could not stand against the enemy. For example, this unusual center of invincibility was built and funded by Kazakhstan volunteers. It also serves as cultural center to make people familiar with Kazakhstan culture. That lovely lady has told us that this project was supported by Kazakhstan diaspora in Ukraine. And it's crazy, if Kazakhstan diaspora built invincibility points in Ukraine, what we can say about other allies? And I know for sure that many people from your countries are doing incredible thing and work in Ukraine, as Oswald that we made in this Kazakhstan yurt.
Good morning to all. It's morning here, so I say good morning. My name is Oswald and I'm here from Germany. I'm American, used to live in New York.
Oswald have told us he is helping to local church.
I'm trying to support them with all things they need, like lights, generators and so on. And I, as American, have to say it's a very safe place to be, even though they have sometimes air raids here in Lviv too.
Oswald knows that even in Lviv it could be dangerous sometimes, but he is still standing with Ukraine and staying in Lviv.
But I think to support Ukrainian people in their fight against the evil is a very important thing. And as American, I have to say I'm very proud to be here, to be defending democracy.
And our allies is our second superpower. Ukrainian optimism. This thing will also help us to win the war, because Ukrainians are hoping every time, even if fact tells opposite. There was famous Ukrainian poetess Lesa Ukrainka, and she was ill with bone tuberculosis. Lesa Ukrainka, knowing that she is dying, wrote the poem Contra Spam Sparrow. That means that without hope, I'm still hoping. So even in the hard circumstances, Ukrainians are still trying to be optimistic, so it's our third superpower. You know, I was so amazed that I heard that our allies has agreed a lot of tanks and weapons to us, and even information about jets are circulated in the air, guys. However, all this help will arrive in the mid of May. Yet help is needed right now, because Russia have already started offensive campaign on East renewed. So me as Ukrainian creator decided to support Ukrainian army twice more this month. And no pushing, guys, don't get me wrong, just wanted to share that I will donate 70% of all donation that I will have on my PayPal this month to Ukrainian army forces. You can support me on my PayPal account or on my SWIFT international card. I could not pass by near these Ukrainian amazing children. Ukrainian youth will also help us to win. You know the most amazing thing that we have met students of the first year while we were searching for this Kazakhstan yurt.
Hello, I'm studying in Lvivska Polytechnica.
And these 17-18 years old have told us they have chose architecture background for purpose, because if war is over, wait a minute, when war is over, their knowledge will be valuable to rebuild the country. Is it okay to live with power outages?
It's really difficult, but we just find some ways to just live with this.
As can you imagine, Ukrainian children are trying to do this drawing in the light of candle or flashlight, because they know that this knowledge will be valuable in future, while nowadays we are experiencing darkness due to the mass missile attack. And I'm sure our students is our next superpower. Ukrainian soldiers, these amazing people that are dying on the front line knowing that they are protecting our women's, children and civilians. They have put their bodies and souls in our freedom. When you look on these women and men, you realize that price for our freedom is too high. And sometimes when we with you guys are happy about some military success, we are chatting and searching for the meme in the internet, we should realize what price have our soldiers are paying for this. I do not want and I do not know how to comment these scenes, so I just leave the footage here. While walking on the city center of Lviv, we were witness of the farewell ceremony in this church. They buried Ukrainian soldiers that have died in the war. And it's very sad that war is taking the blossom of our nation, the best people, while in Russia they just hiring Wagner Group. Such things can be devastated. I could only imagine what relatives, wives and mothers of these fallen soldiers are experiencing. And you have nightmares that next can be your father, brother or husband. But after this, I walking down the street on my way back home and realized that it should be hope somewhere. We should find straight from somewhere. And afterwards I remembered the word of the priest that we met in Kazakhstan, Yurt.
Yeah, he is the word who became flesh, and Jesus Christ make really the story of salvation. When we feel suffering and hard time, Jesus always is close. And the most important thing, to live this hard time with Him.
Surely Jesus took our pain and bore our suffering. He took our illness and bore our diseases. I have never been in this situation how these women have been on the funeral, but I will pray for them and hope Jesus will heal their pain.
Because He is always ready to give us peace in our hearts, give us forgiveness, love. He is the first who loves us. Love is most powerful than anger. It's more powerful than war, than suffering. And He is the victor of our lives always.
And I'm sure, guys, that many of you were in such circumstances that without hope, we were still hoping. Like Lesa Ukrainka in Contra Spam Sparrow poem. So, guys, the things I have told to you is just only 1% of my belief why I'm sure that Ukraine will win. However, if you want to talk with me about another 99%, I think we need weeks and months of conversation, but I do not want to overwhelm you with information. I just want you to encourage to fight for Ukraine, to stand with Ukraine, to pray for Ukraine and to support Ukraine. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video and see you in next.